Welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Kristin Hildabrand, Warren County Extension Agent for Horticulture. And when you first talked about like holiday decorating, you mentioned a mailbox swag.
When you have the postman delivering, the Christmas cards or holiday cards for this time of year, then it's something nice that you can embellish around your mailbox. And we're going to show how to make it a little bit nicer with some fresh greens.
Okay.
And the advantage to having like this actual artificial greens is that the base of it, you don't have to apply as much of the fresh greens. So sometimes these are kind of blah. You can see it's just, traditional artificial greens that you would buy at a big box store.
But is this specific for a mailbox?
Yes, this one that I have on set is specifically made for a mailbox. If you want to look at the shape of it, you can see that, it's a little bit thicker on the top, and then it's a little, you want to make sure that you have nice sides or teardrops that I like to call, so that way you can snug that mailbox.
And then you have these little wires here, and that's how we're going to attach it securely to the mailbox?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, now if you don't have this, you can certainly use a swag form because those work just really good. A lot of times they'll come in 6-foot lengths. Sometimes you can get them a little bit bigger if you have a big mailbox like the 9-foots. So what we've done is I've gone ahead and cut some fresh greens. I have southern magnolia here. I really like it because it's got a nice high gloss leaf to it, and then on the undersides you can see that brown tone right there. So it provides a lot of interest. You can notice this leaf is a lot bigger too, Joanna. Something else that you can find right now, and especially with some of the red berries, if it's the female plant, is holly. And you can see against our southern magnolia how that nicely contrasts. And then I really like this one. Some may not like it, but what we're going to do, especially for the berries, this is nandina or heavenly bamboo. And some people might not like it as much because it's invasive, but still has a nice thing of clusters, red clusters that will be nice kind of draped off on the sides of the mailbox. So what we're going to do is we fluffed this, and so what we're going to do is add in our southern magnolia. Now I do want to point out that we're going to add a nice bow to it, and we've actually gone ahead and done that ahead of time. And what I'm going to do is, just for placement, so I know where my greens are going to go, I'm just going to set this kind of right in the center, so that way that you can kind of see specifically where the greens are going to go. And you can certainly add more streamers to this after you get all your greens put on there.
Okay.
So
now, Kristin, how are you going to attach these greens?
yeah, so what you're going to do is you're actually going to use the stems of the artificial greens here. You can also use floral wire, which a lot of times it comes like on a paddle, and so each time that you use that, you just kind of wire it around. But what I'm going to do is just kind of place things just to see how I like it. The thing about this is that because we have such a good base with some of our artificial greens, you might not have to use as much. Now I do like the curvature here of this southern magnolia, so if you like that, you can certainly add it. I'm going to add it to the side, but just kind of look for kind of the direction that it's going, and that kind of can help you know
the natural direction, so you don't have as much resistance against it.
Exactly. So like this I like because it looks nice and full. You can see there's actually 2 small branches running off the thick, so you can actually add that in here. And again, I'm just looking for placement right now, and then I'm going to go back and wire it in with the floral wire. A lot of times if people don't have floral wire, they can also use pipe cleaners. Pipe cleaners are green, and they can hide in really well.
All right, Kristin. Now you're going to add in all the other embellishments, and then you're going to attach it to the mailbox. We just want to make sure that it doesn't get in the way of whoever delivers the mail, them getting your packages in and out. But it will add a festive centerpiece to your mailbox. How long will all this last?
Yeah, so if it's going to be outside on your mailbox, it's going to hold up really well. There's really good needle retention in the southern magnolia, so it's going to hold up really well. Holly does really well at the same time. Sometimes with the red berries, sometimes occasionally with those hard cold, sometimes it does make that kind of get a little bit darker in color, and so it's not as vibrant as when you first put it on. But generally outside in the elements, this is going to keep up for several weeks, and if you wanted to, you could always add others, but this is going to last for a good long while.
All right, Kristin, I can't wait to see the finished product.
Yes.
And hopefully it's inspired you to maybe go out and make a mailbox swag to make your mailbox a little bit more festive. We appreciate you watching the Farm and Home Show and hope you have a great day.